I am the daughter of two formerly undocumented immigrants. When I was growing up, my dad was a construction worker. My mom was a housewife. She would babysit neighborhood kids or clean houses with my aunt. And later on in life, when I was about a teenager, what started happening was every other week, we'd start cooking mass amounts of food. I remember staying up really late at night, grating the cheese, or helping her with the tamales. And then Friday would come along and we'd have this book of numbers. So my mom would have us do is call the people and let them know that there was food at the house. And what food at the house meant was that it was a buffet. And they would come and we would clean our living room, and we'd put tables in the living room and in the kitchen and outside in our little patio area. And, all Saturday and Sunday, people would start coming and they'd pay us $7 to have a buffet. And my three brothers and I were the waiters and waitresses, and we'd help my mom serve the food. But I tell you this story because it wasn't until I got to my college and after college life that I realized that my parents were entrepreneurs. For me, I had never considered them entrepreneurs. It was always, we were hustling, we were making ends meet, we were just doing what we needed to do under the circumstances, which is they were undocumented. They couldn't get regular jobs working a 9 to 5. They had to do it on their own. And I had maybe this warped sense of what an entrepreneur looked like, or what it meant to be an entrepreneur, is this sexy thing that, meant that you were rich. So I think that's what led me to my most recent position as the director of an executive education program for Latino entrepreneurs at Stanford's Graduate School of Business. And although I no longer work there, it really hit home for me because we have so many entrepreneurs that are Latino. They're not scaling their businesses at the same rate or to the same level as non-Latino businesses, right? And I saw that firsthand with my family. It's something that's happening maybe culturally or maybe societally. And so what we did in our research is we tried to explore what was happening there. And so we found that, mentorship is huge. The other thing is access to capital, and access to capital we know for Latinos and Blacks is disproportionately more difficult than for non-Latinos and non-Blacks. So I think that there's when we talk about social entrepreneurship, and I heard you in class where you're saying, money doesn't impress you, or money isn't impressive. And I feel that in my heart. However, I think that we can't ignore the importance of value, and by value I mean monetary value, for businesses, but especially for Latinos and minorities who have not historically had access to that wealth or have had that wealth. Because whether it's right or wrong, what wealth means in our society is higher quality of education. It means health insurance. It means a more promising future for later generations, more security. It means my parents being able to retire. So I think that that's where I feel maybe that there's a disconnect, and where I'm trying to find the connection through this program, through the guidance of all of the professors. But I also hope that we can discuss the importance of the financial aspect of it and the wealth aspect of it as it relates to people like me or people like my parents.